look, I'm gonna say something that most cat owners would never admit out loud. You probably have no idea what your cat is actually trying to tell you. And worse, your cat probably has no idea what you're trying to tell them either. That disconnect is the reason your cat knocks things off tables, ignores you when you call their name, and stares at you at 3 in the morning like you owe them something. But here's the thing, this communication gap is completely fixable, and by the end of this video, you are going to understand your cat on a level that most people spend years trying to figure out. Let's start with the most important thing nobody tells you. Cats are not small dogs. They did not evolve to read human facial expressions or respond to verbal commands the way dogs naturally do. Dogs were bred for thousands of years to cooperate with humans. Cats made a different deal. They stuck around because it was convenient, and they communicate on entirely their own terms. So if you want to actually reach your cat, you have to learn to speak their language first before you expect them to understand yours. Here is the single most powerful thing you can do right now to communicate trust to your cat. It costs you nothing and takes about 3 seconds. Find your cat, look at them from a comfortable distance, and slowly close your eyes and reopen them. Do it gently like you are completely relaxed and unbothered. This is called the slow blink, and in cat language, it is the equivalent of saying, I trust you completely, and I mean you no harm. Now here's where it gets incredible. Your cat can actually send this signal back to you. If you slow blink at your cat and they slow blink in return, that is genuine communication happening between 2 different species. That is your cat telling you they feel safe with you. Studies have shown cats are significantly more likely to approach humans who slow blink at them compared to humans who simply stare. Start doing this every single day and watch your relationship change. Now let's talk about body language, because this is where most people make critical mistakes. When your cat's tail is straight up in the air while they walk towards you, that is a greeting. That is your cat saying hello in the clearest way they know how. The appropriate human response is to acknowledge them, get down to their level if you can, and let them initiate contact. When that same tail is puffed up like a bottle brush, your cat is either frightened or feeling threatened. This is not the time to try to pet them or pick them up. Give them space and let them calm down on their own terms. A tail tucked low or curled under the body signals anxiety or submission. Ears pinned flat against the head means your cat is genuinely distressed or preparing to defend themselves. Ears forward and relaxed means your cat is curious and comfortable. And when those ears rotate toward a sound independently, your cat is actively processing their environment. You can use this information to gauge exactly how receptive your cat is to your attempts at connection at any given moment. Here is something that will completely change how you interact with your cat during playtime and bonding sessions. Cats communicate heavily through scent. When your cat rubs their face against your hand, your leg, or even the corner of furniture, they are depositing pheromones from glands on their cheeks and forehead. They are not just being affectionate randomly, they are literally marking you as part of their social group. This is one of the highest forms of acceptance a cat can give you. So when it happens, let it happen. Do not pull away, do not immediately start petting in return, just receive it. That moment of acceptance is them communicating something incredibly meaningful. Now let's talk about your voice, because this matters more than people realize. Cats do not understand words the way humans do, but they absolutely respond to tone, rhythm, and repetition. Research has confirmed that cats can recognize their owner's voice and will actually respond differently to it than to a stranger's voice. The key is consistency. Use the same tone when you are calling your cat for food, for playtime, or just for connection. Keep your voice soft and slightly higher pitched during positive interactions. Cats find lower, harsher tones threatening, which is why yelling at your cat for bad behavior does absolutely nothing useful and often makes the situation worse. What actually works for redirecting unwanted behavior is a firm but calm, short sound, a sharp noise to interrupt the behavior, followed immediately by redirecting them to something appropriate, then completely ignoring the bad behavior going forward. Cats do not respond to punishment, they respond to patterns. If you are consistent about what gets attention and what does not, your cat will eventually figure out the rules. Let's talk about one thing that almost nobody considers when they try to communicate with their cat. Your positioning in space matters enormously. Cats are both predators and prey animals, which means they are always assessing their environment for safety. When you approach your cat by standing over them and reaching down, you look enormous and threatening from their perspective. Instead, get down to their level. Sit on the floor, crouch, make yourself smaller. Let your cat approach you rather than forcing the interaction. Extend one finger at cat nose height and let them sniff it before any petting begins. This is the cat equivalent of a handshake, and it immediately signals that you respect their boundaries. The cats who seem distant or aloof are almost always cats whose owners never learned to read these signals. They kept approaching wrong, touching wrong, and responding wrong, and the cat simply stopped trying to engage. But the beautiful thing is that cats are remarkably forgiving when you start getting it right. Start slow blinking, start reading that tail, start getting down on the floor, start paying attention to what your cat is actually saying, and you will be genuinely shocked how quickly things shift. Your cat has been trying to talk to you this whole time. Now you finally know how to listen back.